Okay, so right now I'm going to be tasting the EQ Coastal Sauvignon Blanc from Chile. Chile is one of my favorite areas to taste Sauvignon Blanc from. It makes a very cool climate influence concentrated version of the grape, and it does that for any of the grapes that are from that region. So Chile is actually my favorite country to drink from. It gives a very good acidity in its grapes, and if you've seen some of my other videos, we are fans of acidity. Acidity is not bad. It provides structure, and structure is good. Structure is quality. So when we drink this, that's one of the main things we're going to look for. Also, the cool climate kind of promotes green notes in wine. Green notes, I mean like leafy vegetables, jalapenos, and green beans, asparagus. Some of those things I said are actually false, like asparagus. But we're gonna look for the good ones, like green apples. This specifically in Chile is from Casablanca. Casablanca is not as close to the Andes Mountains as a lot of your other main Chilean wine regions, so it doesn't get the cooling influence coming down from the mountains, but it is closer to the Pacific Ocean, so it gets its cooling influence from a different direction. That region does have a lot of problems with frost during the spring. Springtime, when we're south of the equator, is harvest time, so they have to deal with a lot of frost issues, where harvest up here is during the fall. So especially for your red grapes, it's kind of nice to know your vintages, to know which ones have issues with frost. That's always a threat in Casablanca. Sauvignon Blanc is a fairly early ripening grape, so it usually gets picked before the frost danger shows up. So let's go ahead and see what this does. I am looking for a nose that really shows off. Sauvignon Blanc translates in French to savage white, and so its nose is usually very aggressive and wild, and then it being from, I can smell it from here. I can smell it from here, and that's amazing. I love it. It has these great, that is, what is that fruit called? Lychee notes are coming out already with it from this distance. You may notice in my videos that I don't swirl a lot. That's because I like to see how aggressive the wines are without my help. And then when maybe I'm like searching for deeper notes, then I'll swirl. But even like this, I like to see how much I could smell it from here. And then a little closer, about the same, and maybe a little bit of apples. Oh, and then that big aggressive uber green note that you get from Chilean Sauvignon Blanc. I absolutely love it. It is wild tasting these wines. And I haven't even tasted it yet. I'm just smelling it. And it's exotic. I'm going on a trip, people. I have to stop just like fanboying over it. I have to give you notes. Okay, fine. So like if you took like super fresh cut green grass and took unsweetened white grapefruit juice with a little bit of sea salt and then sprinkled a little bit of lime in it. That's what I'm smelling right now. With a few, like take some really clean river stones, grind them up and sprinkle them in there. That's what this smells like. Oh my God, I'm so excited to taste this. So that river stone part I was talking about really comes through, and it's just a nice dryness across the top middle of my mouth, and then on the sides is my acidity. It's more of that. It's a lemon lime mix, and it's all just bright and light and beautiful. It does have a little bit of booze on there, a little bit of weight, 13.5%. And once again, Casablanca is not as cool as some other Chilean wine regions. It just has some cooling influence from the ocean. Man, that is delicious. I absolutely love it. Absolutely love it. It is a delicious and great example of Chilean Sauvignon Blanc. Yeah, try it out. The EQ Sauvignon Blanc from Casablanca, Chile.